Dealing with this for all of us, you saw how those high school students are. For a lot of us, it can be overwhelming.
It can. So we asked our relationship expert, Dr. Kirsten Lind Seal, who you've seen many times on this show, to give us some advice on talking together as a family.
Kirsten, so glad to have you with us as we talk about anxiety. Many people, adults, are anxious, but let's talk about the kids, because I know that kids in this time, out of school, uncertainty about what this virus is. What advice do you have?
Well, for parents, the first thing that I would say is it's like that, when you get on an airplane, which, we're not really doing that much anymore right now, but when you get on an airplane and in the safety instructions, they say, put your own mask on before you help someone who's with you to put their mask on. So this is the same thing I would say right now for parents. Do your best because you've got to manage not only your own anxiety, but also the anxiety of your children. And so the calmer that you can be and the more grounded you can feel, the better. One of the things that I recommend for parents is to try to do some sort of meditative, some sort of calming self-talk if you're a spiritual person. Some sort of prayer can often be helpful in these circumstances. But as far as what you should tell your children, the first and most important thing is to simply reassure them, right? Tell them, it's like Mr. Rogers' mother said, look for the helpers. Point out the doctors, the researchers. We have some really, really smart and good people who are working on these issues to try to find a vaccine, to try to find treatments. That can be a very useful thing to help kids, something concrete that they can hang on to. The second thing is about this basic question of what can we control versus what can we not control? And so with kids, a lot of the things are very similar as to what we can control, which is we can wash our hands, we cannot shake hands with people, do elbow bumps, we can stay 6 feet away from people. This is why we're home from school. All of this, these things, we can get good sleep, we can make sure we're eating well, we can try to not fight with our siblings, all of these things that will help us stay healthy, and that is sort of the best thing for right now.
Kirsten, one of the things, I just want to interrupt just real quick, because one of the things is us parents being anxious. Our kids can sense when we are, as our parents, are being anxious. So I think one of the things we were talking about was, what are the signs to look for if you start feeling that your kids are feeling some of that, of what you're feeling? Right.
Yes, so kids don't always have words for the anxiety that they're feeling, and of course it really depends developmentally on sort of where they are. Like infants, but babies can totally feel what's going on. They may get more cranky, they may not be sleeping as well, they may cry more. Preschool, kindergarten age kids, they may have tummy aches, they may have headaches, they may regress, like in terms of toilet training or tantrums. And then older kids, sort of middle school age kids, they might either want to talk about it a lot or they not want to talk about it at all. So either of those you can see. And then for teenagers, kind of the same thing. Sometimes, teenagers can really act out, is one of the ways that they can show their anxiety, given how we're on sort of such a social distancing, stay at home sort of situation. The acting out might show itself in different ways. But basically, those are all the ways. If you're having trouble with your child and become irritated, just have the first thought in your mind that this may be anxiety showing itself in a developmentally appropriate way for your child. And then the other thing that I would say is that a way to sort of intervene here and help is to name the feelings, right? Validate your child's emotions. This is so important. And I would argue we need to validate our own emotions too. So understanding that we are scared, that we are anxious, we don't want to sort of lay that on our children necessarily, but in terms of how we talk to each other as adults, really sort of validating that this is uncharted territory.
Yeah, no question about it. Kirsten Lind Seal, thank you so much for spending some time with us, hopefully easing some of the anxiety we know is out there.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope so. Take good care, both of you, and everybody.
You too.
Yeah, it's a real thing, isn't it, Heather? I mean, have you noticed it with your family at all?
I have.
Yeah.
And I'm also more careful about what I'm saying while I'm at home, and letting them understand that everybody's safe and everybody's going to be fine, but this is a temporary thing, but we're going to have fun. We're going to have school at home, those types of things. So I really appreciate Kirsten sharing some of those stuff, because we are spending a lot of time together as our families. I think